we had the research community rally around us and say, this paper is valid and important because the types of issues it addresses, we have to all be thinking about as AI becomes more entrenched in our lives. So we don't get better as a field by ignoring the problems. We have to actually confront it.
Amazon dismissed your findings. How did you find the confidence to stand by your data?
It was interesting because we were talking about my parents earlier, right? So we did our first research paper, Gender Shades, and when it came out, we had tested IBM, Microsoft, Face++, this company in China. Our second paper tested those companies, but also included Amazon and another company. So when the first paper came out, it was actually fairly well received, right? Like, okay, bias is an issue, we're working on it, or some companies like, we've been known and we've been working on it. It's like, okay, but this was the approach. So when the second paper came out, the reaction was surprising to me and to my research team, because imagine having a test where the answers have been known for a year and still failing. And you're a company as big as Amazon. And you're going for $1 billion contract with the Pentagon, which was happening at the time when this research came out. And so we're showing their competitors that are also bidding, right, are performing better than they are on this computer vision task. And so I was surprised at the Amazon attack because the pushback I had expected from the first paper didn't come. But this is what the grad students of the past, right? You know, the places you shouldn't go, and the bones, right? This is what they had warned of. And oh yeah, it came down hard. I remember I was spending my birthday in Switzerland, but I was at a conference. I was at the World Economic Forum. And the paper was going to be released about a week later. And so I remember flying from Zurich to Honolulu. I'm in this big red jacket, and I was like, okay, I need some Hawaiian shorts, right? And I had sent the pre-results to all of these reporters, and Amazon was claiming they had never seen the paper. Even though I had I had the email evidence. Maybe it hit spam, I don't know, benefit of the doubt, maybe, right? So they did all of these delay tactics. And then when the paper came out, they had a corporate vice president, Dr. Matt Wood, come out and try to discredit the paper. So much so that we had the research community rally around us and say, this paper is valid and important because the types of issues it addresses, we have to all be thinking about as AI becomes more entrenched in our lives. So we don't get better as a field by ignoring the problems. We have to actually confront it. And so this coming from a Turing Prize winner, our Nobel Prize for computer science, and a former principal AI researcher of Amazon really had a major impact. What I found interesting, though, is when the book Unmasking AI came out, it was a Amazon Best Books pick. After all that time. And even as this was going on, I separate individuals from institutions. There were people inside the company sharing what they were able to in terms of the opposition that was actually inside the company about the use of facial recognition. And I am happy to say that all of the US-based companies we audited stopped selling facial recognition to law enforcement.
Thank you. Thank you. Very important work.
Everyone turn on your facial recognition block. We're here to make a plan and can't nobody stop. Everyone turn on your facial recognition block. We're here to make a plan and